volume, pressure, temperature. And yesterday we started one gas law also, Boyle's law. It gives the relation between volume and pressure. Volume pressure inversely proportional to each other at constant temperature. So the lines drawn, the curves obtained between pressure volume at different constant temperatures are called isothermal curves. They are what, come on? Isothermal. Suppose pressure, volume at T1 temperature, at T2 temperature, at different constant temperatures, the curves drawn between volume and pressure, they called isotherms. Iso means same, thermo means temperature. At the same temperature, the curves drawn between, they give the relation between volume and temperature. And I told you, temperature T2 greater than T1, right? Next, one more second graph. Volume inversely proportional to pressure and V is equal to K into 1 by P. Now this is similar to Y is equal to mx. Look here, Y is equal to mx means along the y-axis volume, along the x-axis 1 by P, along the x-axis 1 by P. In Y is equal to mx, straight line obtained. The straight lines passes through origin. Look here. This is at T1 temperature. Okay. This is at T2 temperature. At T1 temperature first one. At T2 temperature second one. Here also T2 greater than T1. So this is in between volume and 1 by P. This is volume only P. Different. Graphs are different. Then what I told you, third graph, PV is equal to K. Pressure 1 atmosphere, volume 32 into 32. Pressure taken double, volume becomes half. But the product of PV value constant. Therefore, you take PV value P or V, anyone. Increasing the pressure, decreasing the volume, but PV value at any pressure constant or at any volume constant T1. This is another constant temperature T2. Here also T2 greater than T1. Right? Or you can take in this way also. You take PV here, P here. Initially pressure low, PV value here. Increasing the pressure, decreasing the value, but PV value same. PV value at any pressure. At high pressure, what is the PV value? At low pressure, the PV value same. That is why you get in this way. This is also PV versus P or V. You can take. And one more graph. All these graphs are Boyle's law. One more graph. PV is equal to K. Now I take the log both sides. Log P plus log V is equal to K. And this is log to the base 10 K. Log to the base 10 K is again K. Log of constant is constant K. Now you multiply with what common? You divide with K by K by K by K. That is equal to 1. You get. Now this is similar to this graph. X by A plus Y by B is equal to 1. In mathematics, we have this graph. Okay. So it will be like this. It will be like this. Along the x-axis, A 0 and here 0. Okay.
B 0B.
0B. So along the x-axis, y-intercept 0. Look here. Along the x-axis, okay, x-axis here to here A, but along the x-axis, y-intercept 0. And along the y-axis, x-intercept 0. But you can take here to here B value. Suppose now you substitute here along the x-axis, A by A, look here, and 0 by B. A by A is equal to 1 and 0 by B, 0 by something is equal to 0.
0.
Then you get 1. Or You substitute now this one. In x place you substitute 0. 0 by something is equal to 0. B by B, that is equal to 1. Okay.
హలో
Yes.
మరి మాట్లాడు మరి హలో నువ్వు
క్లాస్ ఇది
మనది ఓకే ఓకే సార్ రిమూవ్ చేసి
Okay. So you can take like this you take. So log P versus log V, we can take in this way. This is the T1 temperature, this is the T2 temperature. So I have taken 5 graphs here. Okay, na? So this is Boyle's law. Already you studied in physics also, no problem. And in notes, in second page, I taken Charles law, Gay-Lussac law, Avogadro law, ideal gas equation derivation. Why I taken in second page and in first page right side? Okay. In the next pages, I did not write definitions. So I taken definitions here. Definitions here. Okay. Now coming to Charles law. Charles law, Gay-Lussac law, both are same. In Charles law, pressure constant. In Gay-Lussac law, volume constant. Second one, Charles law. So I posted 30 problems. So already you have some knowledge from physics. So you can practice the problems also. Okay? Charles law. What is Charles law? The volume of a given mass of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant pressure. At constant pressure, the volume of a given mass of gas is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. Increasing the temperature, volume of a gas also increases. Then V is equal to kT. Then V by T is equal to K. That is why V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. Formula. Directly proportional. V directly proportional. T means simply you take V1 by V2 is equal to T1 by T2. 1, 1, 2, 2. Directly relation. And you can take one graph. Now this is similar to y is equal to mx. Along the x-axis temperature, along the y-axis volume. That is why you take along the y-axis volume, along the x-axis temperature, straight line obtained. Followed up. Here the slope is equal to, slope value is equal to K. This is at constant pressure P1. Suppose you take one more constant pressure P2. Okay. Are you followed here? The graph is, you take, this is P1, this is P2. What question asked here? Temperature, volume. What is the relation between P1 P2 asked? Question. Between P1 P2. Which one is greater? Between P1 P2? Which one is greater?
P1 is greater.
P1 is greater.
P1 is greater.
Yes. Because at P2, V more means pressure less. At this pressure, look here. Volume less. Volume less means pressure more. That is why the relation between the two pressures P1 greater than P2. And the lines drawn between volume and temperature at constant pressure are called isobars. They are called what, come on? Isobar, constant pressure. Isotherms, constant temperature. Isocode, constant value. Right? So or you take V by T is equal to K. One more graph. V by T. So along the x-axis you take V by T. Along the x-axis V R T. So increase in the temperature, V by T value at any temperature, V by T value constant. This is at P1. This is at P2. Or increasing the volume, V by T value constant. Like that we take graph also here. That is what come on Charles law. Okay. Next we will define, this is a simple definition. Volume directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant pressure. I take one more definition. The volume of given mass of gas, okay, the volume of given mass of gas increases in first paper right side I written, the volume of given mass of increases or decreases by 1 by 273 of its original value at 0 degrees Celsius for every rise, okay, or fall in 1 degree Celsius temperature. Look here, the volume of gas for every 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature, volume of gas increases by 1 by 273 times of its original volume at 0 degrees Celsius. Or if you decrease 1 degree Celsius, temperature decreases by 1 degree Celsius, the volume of gas also decreases. How many times it decreases? Decreases by 1 by 273 times of its original volume at 0 degrees Celsius. 0 degrees Celsius. Suppose let 0 degrees Celsius, the volume of gas at 0 degrees Celsius V0. At 1 degree Celsius V1. At T degrees Celsius it is VT. Then what is the volume of gas at 1 degree Celsius? Now I am calculating. Okay, volume of gas at 1 degree Celsius, what? Volume of gas at 1 degree Celsius is V1, that is equal to, suppose when you raise the temperature from 0 to 1, first the gas present at 0 degree Celsius, okay, its volume V0. Now I am raising the temperature from 0 to 1 degree Celsius. At 1 degree Celsius, the volume of gas increases by 1 by 273 times of its original value. What is its original value? V0. 1 by 273. 1 by 273 times increase to original value. This is the increased value. That is the increased part. Now you add this increased part to initial value V0. Then what is the volume of gas at 2 degrees Celsius? 2 degrees Celsius. V2 is equal to 2 by 273. 2 by 273 times increases of its original value at 0 degrees Celsius. This is the increased value. You add this increased part to initial value at 0 degrees Celsius. V0. Then what is the volume of gas at T degrees Celsius? What is the total volume of gas at T degrees Celsius? Means T by 273 times increases of its original value. This is the increased part. You add this increased part to initial part. Then you take common. V0 taken common. Here 1 plus T by 273. Right? Suppose what is the volume of gas at T1 degrees Celsius and T2 degrees Celsius? Now I am taking T2 degrees Celsius. So T1 degrees Celsius say 1, that is V1. You better to say V1 is equal to, come on, V0 plus, okay, V0 into, or you take LCM here, V0 is equal to, sorry, is equal to V naught 273 plus 273 plus T. Followed up. This what is small t? Temperature in Celsius. 273 added to Celsius temperature, we get Kelvin temperature. That is why you write V naught into T by 273. T by 273. Therefore, what is the volume of gas at T1 degree Celsius? T1 degree Celsius and T2 degree Celsius. So T1 degree Celsius V1 is equal to, come on, V naught T1 by 273, and at T2 degree Celsius value is suppose V2, V naught into T2 by 273. Now you take V1 by V2 is equal to, come on, this by this, therefore cancel, V naught cancel, 273 cancel, then T1 by T. So again we can say, so V1 by V2 is equal to T1 by T2, means the volume of a gas directly proportional to absolute temperature. In Gay-Lussac law called Charles law number 2. In Gay-Lussac law, you keep volume constant, that's all. When volume keeping constant, pressure directly proportional to temperature at constant value. Then P is equal to KT, same formula. So P1 by P2 is equal to T1 by T2. So in Charles law, V directly proportional to 2. In Gay-Lussac law, that is Charles law number 2, volume constant, therefore you take pressure directly proportional, P1 by P2 is equal to T1 by T2. And how do we get this graph? Look here. For this you take graph. For this is y-axis, this is x-axis. That is why you can take pressure, temperature. This is first V1, this is first V2. What is the relation between V1 V2? What is the relation between
V1 is
V1
greater than
V2?
V2.
V1 greater than V2.
V2.
Because
Greater than V2.
yes, here pressure more, look here, at V2 volume pressure more means volume less, but here pressure less means volume V1 more. And the graphs, lines drawn between pressure temperature at constant volume are called isochore. These two lines are called isochores. Isochore at constant volume, isobar at constant pressure. So now understood this derivation. V1 by V2 is equal to T1 by T2, P1 by P2 is equal to T1 by T2. So for every 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature, the volume of gas increases by 1 by 273 times of its original volume at 0 degree Celsius. Similarly, now we can see decrease in temperature. What happens? Decrease. When pressure decrease, suppose at 0 degree Celsius volume V naught, okay, at -1 degree Celsius the volume V1, say for example, or V -1, no problem, V1. What is the total volume of gas at -1 degree Celsius? What is the total volume of gas? The volume at 0 degree Celsius V naught, no? Okay. So in initial value 1 by 273 times decreasing. This is a decreased value. What is the volume of gas at 0 degree Celsius? V naught.
V naught minus.
Yes, this is initial value. This is decreased.
Pawanraj, mute.
Pawan mute.
Okay, remote. Mumbai.
This is the decreased value. This is the initial value. Then what is the volume of gas at -1 degree Celsius? It is less than V naught. That is why from V naught you remove this. That will give the volume of gas at minus 1 degree Celsius. Like that, suppose when temperature decreases to minus 273 degrees Celsius, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, like that up to minus 273. Then what is the volume of gas at minus 273? So 273 by 273 times decreases in initial value. This is a decreased value. Then what is the volume of gas at minus 273? You subtract this decreased part from initial value. V minus
0, sir.
0. Right.
Zero.
And the meaning is the volume of gas at minus 273 degrees Celsius 0. It means there is no gas in the container at minus 273 degrees Celsius. No gas in the container means no pressure. Even the pressure at minus 273 degrees Celsius also 0. Then what happens to that gas? What happens to that gas? Initially you will take gas, but at minus 2, when you decrease the temperature, minus 1, minus 2, when you decrease the temperature up to minus 273,
It
the volume occupied
solidifies.
by gas is 0. When volume occupied by gas is 0, the pressure due to gas also 0. What happens to that gas? I am asking.
Solidifies.
Yes, the gas is either converted to liquid or solid. Actually, the gases solidify even before minus 273 degrees Celsius. Before, actually minus 270 or minus 265, at that temperature only the gas becomes solid in the container. So pressure due to solid, no, 0 pressure. So that is why you can take the graph minus 273 or 0 Kelvin, right? Because you convert it to Kelvin, minus
Yes, sir.
273 plus 273. How many Kelvin, sir? 0 Kelvin. So at 0 Kelvin temperature, at 0 absolute temperature, the volume of gas, pressure of gas 0. Means you take this graph. Look here. So here volume of gas. Okay. This is 0 temperature. This is 100 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees Celsius, 300 degrees Celsius. This is minus 100. This is minus 200. This is minus 273 degrees Celsius. Okay. So when you raise the temperature, okay, the volume of gas slowly increases. Look here. At 100 degrees Celsius, the volume of gas here. Look here, Babu, graph. At 200 degrees Celsius, what is the volume of gas? Look here. What is the volume of gas?
Increases.
Here, this one. Here. Okay. At 200 degrees, this is the volume of gas. At 100 degrees, this is the volume of gas. Even at 0 degrees Celsius, there is some value. Look here. When temperature decreases to minus 100, the volume of gas. Decreasing the temperature, volume of gas slowly come on. Decreasing. Decrease. But at minus 273 degrees Celsius, the volume becomes, come on, 0. Volume of gas at this temperature, 0. At this temperature, 0. So that taking this at 0 Kelvin, that is called 0 Kelvin or absolute 0. So at 0 Kelvin or absolute 0, the motion of gas molecules arrested. No motion, no momentum. Means the gas becomes what, come on? Solid. Gas becomes solid. Followed, huh? Followed, all of you
Yes,
followed
sir.
this graph?
Yes, sir. Followed.
Gauge result number 2 also say pressure directly proportional to T. Instead of volume, you take pressure. Say 200 degrees Celsius, pressure more. Decreasing the temperature. Pressure of gas slowly decreasing. At minus 273 degrees Celsius, the pressure of gas 0. Pressure 0, volume also 0. Shall I move to next problem? Oh,
Yes, sir. Move it.
that is very simple.
Continuous.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, coming to next law, Avogadro law. At least you will try to complete the theory and you can practice problems. What I posted. Avogadro law. Avogadro. Okay. What is Avogadro law? You take two gases, for example, A and B. You take 100 milliliter, 100 milliliter at same temperature pressure. So when two gases taken in equal volume, they contain equal number of moles or equal number of molecules. Equal number of moles or equal number of molecules with respect of their molecular weights. Suppose 100 milliliter of methane, 100 milliliter of H2. Actually, H2 molecular weight 2, methane molecular weight is 16. When the two gases taken in equal volume, the number of molecules present in both the gases, come on, say, Mahendra, how many molecules present in 100 milliliter of A gas? Same molecules present in 100 milliliter of B gas. That is right. What is Avogadro law? Equal volumes of gases contain equal number of moles. Small n is mole. What is mole? Weight by gram molecular weight. Then V is equal to Kn. Now this is similar to V. Y is equal to Mx N V. Okay. Okay. Suppose you take straight lines obtained at T1 temperature and at T2 temperature. What is the relation between that two? T2 greater than T1. Because look here. So here volume more, temperature more. Volume less, temperature less. Relation. That is where T2 greater than T1. Or you take P1, P2. P1, P2. So here volume more, pressure less. That is why P2 less than P1. P2 less than P1. Avogadro law. Next. Then you give the formula. V directly proportional N means what one?
V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N2.
N1 by N2. What is mole? Weight by gram molecular weight. Again, weight by gram molecular weight. Then V1 by V2 is equal to W1 by M1, M2 by W2. Suppose this is gas A, gas B. This is gas A, this is gas B. Molecular weight of gas A, weight by gram molecular weight of gas A, molecular weight by weight of gas B. For example, V directly proportional to N, that you remember. So, under the similar conditions of temperature and pressure, okay, under the similar conditions of temperature and pressure, equal volumes of gases contain equal number of moles or molecules. Equal number of moles or molecules. Next, after this, you take ideal gas equation. Now, what is the ideal gas equation? Ideal gas equation also you feel
PV is equal to nRT.
PV is equal to nRT, right? Ideal gas equation or state equation of gases. Ideal gas equation or state equation of gases. PV is equal to nRT. Okay. So here we have two gases. One is ideal gas, second one real gas. What is ideal gas? Gas which obeys all gas laws.
All temperament.
Gas which obeys Boyle's, Charles, Avogadro at all conditions of temperature, pressure is ideal gas. Or gas which obeys ideal gas equation. Gas which does not obey ideal gas equation, not obey all gas laws, real gas equation. Ideal gas is just hypothetical. We don't have ideal gases. The gases which known to us are real gases. The gas which known to us is everyone is real gas. There is no ideal gas, just it is hypothetical. Next, this ideal gas equation derivation I am taking, okay, according to Boyle's law, V inversely proportional to pressure at constant temperature. First one, Charles law, V directly proportional to T at constant pressure. Next, Avogadro law, V directly proportional to N at constant temperature and pressure. So Boyle's, Charles, Avogadro. So from 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. From 1 to 3, V directly proportional to N, look here. V directly proportional to T and V inversely proportional to P. Now you take one constant, V is equal to RNT by P. Then you take cross multiplication, PV is equal to nRT. So ideal gas equation is derived by combining Boyle's, Charles, Avogadro laws. PV is equal to nRT. By combining all gas laws, we get this. So ideal gas obeys this, real gas not obey. PV is equal to nRT. Followed up, Babu? This is
Yes,
ideal
sir.
gas equation.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, after this equation, what is the R value? It is the universal gas constant.
Yes, constant.
What is R? Universal gas constant. Why this is called universal gas constant? Because it is same for all
For all
gases.
gases.
For every gas, this value same. Therefore, it is called universal gas constant. Right. Now, I take the values of R. What are the values? Suppose I take first R values. Okay. In liter atmosphere. In liter and atmosphere, what is the R value? Okay. So PV is equal to nRT, no? R is equal to PV by NT. PV by NT. Generally, 1 mole gas at STP occupies 22.4 liters. All of you remember. This is called gram molar volume. 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole SO2, 1 mole methane, 1 mole H2, even 1 mole helium. So 1 mole of any gas at STP occupies 22.4 liter, which is known as gram molar volume. Gram molar volume. What are the STP conditions? First of all, standard temperature, okay, and standard pressure. What is the standard temperature? Anyone?
Kelvin.
Standard temperature?
273
Right. 0 degrees Celsius. 0 degrees Celsius. Or
273 Kelvin.
5 Kelvin.
Next, what is the standard pressure? 1 atmosphere. Or you take 760 millimeter. Or you take 76 centimeter. Or you take 0.76 meter. Standard temperature 273 Kelvin. Standard pressure 760 millimeter or atmosphere. Now you take SATP. SATP. What is SATP? Standard ambient temperature, standard ambient pressure. Standard ambient pressure is 1 bar. 1 bar. Standard ambient pressure 1 bar. Okay, na? And standard standard temperature is how much? Come on, 25 degrees Celsius. Standard ambient temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Huh?
SATP అంటే మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి సార్ ఒకసారి.
Okay. ఏం లేదురా, what is STP? Standard temperature. Standard pressure. Right? At a standard temperature, standard pressure, 1 mole of any gas occupies how many liters? 22.4 liters. But at a standard ambient temperature, at a standard ambient pressure, 1 mole of gas not occupies 22.4 liter. It occupies 24.78 liters. That you remember. 24.78 liters. Standard ambient temperature 25 degrees Celsius. That is 298 Kelvin. Standard ambient pressure is how much? Come on. 1 bar or 10 power 6 pascals. 10 power 5 sir. Pascals. 1 bar. So at standard ambient temperature, standard ambient pressure, 1 mole of any gas occupies 20 to 24.78 liters. Not 22.4, 24.78 liters. You remember that value? Okay?
సార్
Ah.
ఇప్పుడు స్టాండర్డ్ ambient టెంపరేచర్ ప్రెజర్ కి స్టాండర్డ్ టెంపరేచర్ ప్రెజర్ కి ఏం డిఫరెన్స్ సార్?
ఇక్కడ 273 కెల్విన్ ఉంది కదా, ఇక్కడ 298 ఉంది.
అవును సార్, కానీ
అంటే ప్రెషర్ ఏం చేసిందంటే 1 బార్ తీసుకున్నాడు ప్రెషర్ ని, 1 atmosphere. అంటే మనం
సరే సార్,
1 bar there is some difference, no? Because 1 bar is equal to 0.978 atmosphere. అంటే instead of 1 atmosphere we are taking standard ambient pressure 1 bar. అది కండిషన్స్ అంతే. ఇంకా
సార్ 10 to power 5 pascals సార్ అది 1 bar.
Sir, 10 to the power of 5.
6
5 sir.
5 sir.
టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో 5 ఉంది సార్.
1 atmosphere కదా.
సార్ 1 బార్ ఎన్ని అట్మాస్ఫియర్?
STP లో కాదు సార్ 10 పవర్ 5 పాస్కల్ వచ్చేది. STP లో కాదు సార్.
10 power 5 అవుతుంది. 1 atmosphere or 1 bar is equal to generally 1.013 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square by అంటే పాస్కల్స్ అవుతుంది. అది కొద్దిగా చేంజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. అది 10 power 5 చూడండి ఒకసారి, నాట్ 6. 10 power 5 పాస్కల్స్. కొద్దిగా కరెక్షన్ చేసుకోండి అక్కడ. 10 power 5. Don't confuse. So now it is clear. Standard ambient pressure, standard ambient pressure, temperature. Next. After this, because in stoichiometry chapter I covered that 1 mole gas. Suppose 1 mole gas means, look here,
బయట పెట్టినాయి తీసుకొచ్చాను.
1 mole helium anko, that is 4 grams. Suppose 1 mole methane. 1 mole methane is how many grams? 16 grams. 1 mole SO2 is how many grams? 64 grams. 1 mole NO2. 1 mole NO2 is how many grams? 44 grams. So 44 grams of NO2, 4 grams of helium, 16 grams of methane, 64 grams of SO2 at STP occupy 22.4 liter. Simply you remember molecular weight of any gas. Molecular weight is nothing but 1 mole. 1 mole gas weight to molecular weight. So 1 mole gas or molecular weight of gas at STP occupies 22.4 liters. 22.4 liters. Except to noble gases. Because noble gas, this is atom. This is gram atomic weight. So 4 grams of helium occupies 22.4 liter. 4 grams of helium occupies 22.4 liter. But in case of hydrogen, 1 gram hydrogen not occupied 22.4 liter. In case of hydrogen, you take molecular weight 2 grams. Only for noble gases you take gram atomic weights. So gram atomic weights of noble gases occupy 22.4. In case of any other element, you take compulsory molecular weight. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next, suppose 18 grams of water. 18 grams of water. Suppose 18 grams of water liquid. 18 grams of water liquid. Okay. 18 grams of water liquid at STP not contain 22.4 liter. 18 grams of water liquid contains 18 milliliter of water. Because what is the density of water? 1 gram per milliliter. This is density. Okay. And weight given. Density D is equal to mass by volume. Density given 1. Mass given 18. Then what is the volume of water? 18 milliliter.
10.
So only gases. Any gas, not 1 mole of any liquid. Don't say liquid, but this is liquid. So 18 grams of water liquid at STP not contain 22.4 liters. It contains 18 milliliter of water. Okay, na? But 18 grams of water vapor. Tell me. 18 grams of water vapor contains 22.4 liters at STP because it is water vapor, gas.
Yes.
18 grams of water vapor contains 22.4 liter, but 18 grams of water liquid contains 18 ml water. Don't confuse between the two. Okay, now coming to these R values. Right? In liter atmosphere, R is equal to, look here, PV by NT, right? I take 1 mole gas, N is equal to 1 mole, at STP, temperature 273 Kelvin, STP pressure 1 atmosphere. So 1 mole gas at 1 atmosphere pressure 273 Kelvin occupies how many liters? Volume 22.4 liters.
22.4 liters.
You remember 22.4 by 273. Just you get 0.0821. In the examination, don't divide 22.4 with 273. Don't divide. You remember, when you see this value, directly you take 0.0821. 0.0821. Or suppose when you see 273 into 0.0821 is equal to what, come on? 22.4 liter. 22.4. Like that you substitute, then you can get answer quickly. Okay, after simplification, how much you get value here? R is equal to, come on, tell me, 0.0821, okay, liter, atmosphere, you take these two up, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. So all of you should remember this value. R is equal to 0.0821 liter, atmosphere, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. Suppose if you want in milliliter and atmosphere, what is R value? Milliliter atmosphere. Now you convert this liter into milliliter, or simply you convert here liter into milliliter. R is equal to 0.0821 into, okay, in liter place I take 1000 milliliter, atmosphere, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. Then after multiply with 1000, how much you get? 82.1. How much you get? 82.1
82.1.
milliliter atmosphere Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Suppose third one in liter millimeter. I am keeping as it is atmosphere. This is as it is. Sorry, liter as it is. You convert atmosphere into millimeter. One atmosphere is equal to how many millimeters? 760 millimeter. That is why R is equal to 0.0821 into 760 liter millimeter Kelvin inverse mole inverse. So after multiply, what value you get? After multiply these two, you get 62.4. What value you get? 62.4 liter millimeter Kelvin inverse mole inverse. This is liter atmosphere. Milliliter taken 82.1. Instead of atmosphere, millimeter taken, you take 62.4. 62.4. Followed? Next,
Yes.
what is the R value? Okay, I take tomorrow that two values that I take two R values tomorrow, that 8.314 into 10 power 7 ergs, 8.314 joule and 1.987 are approximately 2 calories, that is in calories. So I take tomorrow. So now what I take, just I take formulas. At least you can practice some problems today. Without my help, you can do some problems. I posted 30 problems. Okay, look here. What is the first formula? PV is equal to nRT. Okay, na?
Yes,
PV is
sir.
equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. So in this, what you do? What is mole? Weight by gram molecular weight. That is why you gram molecular weight I am giving the symbol capital M. Therefore, second formula PV is equal to small w by capital M RT. So, one condition you remember, when you take 0.0821 value, this is what unit of R value? Liter, atmosphere, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse, no? So in formula, when you are substituting this value, volume should be in liters, pressure should be in atmosphere. Don't forget these two conditions. Suppose in the problem, volume given 100 milliliter, but you are taking this value. So now you should change volume from milliliter to, come on,
Liter.
liter.
Liters.
Because 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter, then 100 milliliters are how many liters? Means
0.1.
100 by 1000 liter. That's all. You divide with 1000. Suppose volume given directly liter, 1.5 liter, 2 liter, directly you substitute. No need to convert. Suppose when pressure given in millimeters given, suppose 76 millimeters given, but you take in which unit? Which unit?
Atomic.
Atmosphere.
ATM.
Atmosphere. It should be converted to atmosphere. Because you are taking, you always take this value. To avoid the confusion, you always take this value. That's all. So when you are taking 0.0821, you take pressure in atmosphere. But in the problem, pressure given in millimeter. Then what we have to do? We have to
Got it.
change from millimeter to
Atmospheric pressure.
atmosphere. Do you know? 1 atmosphere is equal to how many millimeters? First of all,
76 mm. 76.
760 millimeter. But in the problem given 76 millimeters. 760 millimeter is 1 atmosphere. 76 millimeters are how many atmosphere? Simple conversion.
0.1.
So when you
0.1.
change millimeter to atmosphere, 76 by 760. That's all.
0.1.
That's all. That conversion is compulsory. Don't forget these conditions. Don't when you are taking 0.0821, volume should be in liter, pressure should be in atmosphere. Suppose in centimeters given, 76 centimeters given. Suppose 1 atmosphere is equal to how many centimeters? 70 centimeters given. 1 atmosphere is equal to 76 centimeters. 76 centimeters is 1 atmosphere. 70 centimeters are how many atmospheres? Like that you change. Understood? Babu.
Okay. Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Next. Okay. All value and all the values will give only ask weight of gas or ask pressure of gas, ask volume of container, or sometimes unknown gas will give. Then you calculate the molecular weight. Unknown gas will give. 4 options with formulas will give. How do you find? First of all, you find the molecular weight. Then you check that molecular weight tally with what gas. Understood? Like that you find out. Suppose
Yes, sir.
sometimes asking the density. So what you do? Now you take P is equal to, now I am taking volume down, Babu. W by V RT by M. What is W by V? Density. Mass by volume is density. So in this place you take density. P is equal to dRT by M. Therefore, come on, D is equal to PM by RT. Density PM by RT. Sometimes density of gas at STP ask question direct. When STP ask, you know at STP temperature 1 atmosphere, we don't know molecular weight. R value 0.0821, STP temperature 273. 0.0821 into 273. When these two multiplied, what value you get?
22.4.
22.4. So M by 22.4. Direct formula. When asking the density of gas at STP, density formula PM by RT, pressure 1 atmosphere, molecular weight, R value, temperature. Suppose calculate the density of methane gas at STP. What is the molecular weight of methane? 16 by 22.4. Units density and gram per liter. Or you take density of gas at STP is equal to vapor density by 22.4. Vapor density by 22.4 gram per liter. Because in stoichiometry, weight is equal to 2 into vapor density. I given this formula. Molecular weight is 2 times of vapor density. So in M place, you take 2 into vapor density. 2 ones are 2. That is why vapor density by what man? 11.2. Molecular weight by 22.4 or vapor density by 11.2. Or sometimes calculate the density of gas at 27 degrees Celsius. Don't take this formula because 27 means temperature. Come on.
300.
300 Kelvin.
You take as it is R value. Pressure will give something at 1.5 atmosphere. You take 1.5 atmosphere. Only STP ask. You take that formula. Followed up. Suppose
Yes, sir.
one more. I am explaining the problems but not taking direct problems. How we apply that formulas I am explaining. Suppose one problem, density of gas 1.5 gram per liter, okay, at 27 degrees Celsius and 750 millimeter pressure atom. Density of gas at 27 degrees Celsius and 750 millimeter pressure is 1.5 gram per liter. What is the density of gas at STP? At 27 degrees Celsius, 750 millimeter pressure given. This is T1. 27 plus 273, 300 Kelvin. This is P1. Asking the density at STP. This is suppose D1. Say for example, D2 is equal to what? Temperature T2, pressure P2. STP. What is the temperature? STP temperature 273 Kelvin.
23.
What is the STP pressure? STP pressure. It is given in millimeter. Left side.
760 millimeter.
760 millimeter.
millimeter.
So we have D1, T1, P1, D2, T2, P2. Now how do you select the formula? Here, look here. Density directly proportional to P, inversely proportional to temperature. Look here. Density directly proportional to pressure, inversely proportional, because single gas same, single gas. The density of gas at these two conditions given, asking the density of same gas at STP. That is why you not required molecular weight. Molecular weight same, R value same. Then you see relation between density pressure, this formula D1 by D2 is equal to, come on, formula. D1 by D2 is equal to
T1
by
T1
T1, T2 by
T by P1 P2
T2,
T2
P1 by T1. Babu, are you following? All of you. P1 by T1, P2 by T2. That is equal to P1 by T1 and T2 by, okay,
P2.
P2.
Yes.
Like this we can take formula. And I left some topics in between problems and some. Why I am telling? At least you can practice some problems today yourself without my help. From that point of I am giving these formulas. Okay. Next, one more formula. PV is equal to nRT. You know. Suppose one mole gas taken. Come on. N is equal to 1 mole. PV is equal to RT. PV by T is equal to R. Constant. Now you make it one formula.
P1
PV
V1 by
is
P2
P1
V2.
V1
by T1
P1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2.
T2 V2 by T2. At least one side STP mentioned. You take STP pressure 760 millimeter, STP temperature 73. Ask for element STP, and this will give, this will give, this will give. These three will give. Understood, Babu?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But like that, we can take problems. Sometimes, look here. Sometimes the 1 gram, okay. So 1 gram, okay. 1 gram gas, 1 gram, the gas, the 1 gram of gas occupies 1 liter at 27 degrees Celsius temperature, that is T1. What is the weight of gas, okay, when it occupies 2 liters at temperature 30 degrees Celsius? For problem, the 1 gram gas or the 1 gram gas present in 1 liter of container at 27 degrees Celsius. Then what weight of gas present in 2 liters of container at 30 degrees Celsius? And what weight of same gas? What weight of same gas present in 2 liters of container at new temperature? Means you see relation this W. Look here, W. So I take W is equal to PVM by RT. Now you take relation volume given, temperature given, volume given, temperature. Therefore, W directly proportional to volume, inversely proportional to temperature. Temperature. Therefore, formula, come on, make it.
W1 V1
W2 is equal to V1 by T1, V2 by T2. Like that. First of all, you read problem very carefully. Sometimes single gas will give single gas volume temperature at one condition give the same gas volume at another temperature ask. That is why I given in notes very clearly. Don't see, don't take help. I already solved all problems. Okay, without seeing solution, you solve it. Understood, Babu?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can do because already you have idea in physics.
Yes,
This
sir.
type problems you solved in physics, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next.
Yes, sir.
Problem. Open vessel concept of problem. Open vessel concept formula. Open vessel. Open vessel is opened. When vessel is opened, pressure constant. Atmospheric pressure. Container volume also constant. So in open vessel, pressure, volume, constant. So PV is equal to nRT. P1 V1 is equal to N1 RT1 and P2 V2 is equal to N2 RT2. Okay. So P1 V1 is equal to P2. The pressure volume same. Therefore N1 RT1 is equal to N2 RT2. Then N1 T1 is equal to N2 T2. So this is initial temperature. This is final temperature. Okay. This is initial temperature. This is initial mole. Initial moles. What is N2? Remaining moles. Remaining moles. You did problems on this formula?
Yes, sir.
N1 T1 is equal to T2.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
1 mole gas taken, okay? From 1 mole gas, 3/4 mole gas escaped at. How much left?
1/4.
1/4 left. That N2 is equal to 1/4. Initial mole, 1 mole. So initial mole. This is
Remaining
left. Number of moles of
Remaining
gas
mole.
left. Number of moles of gas left. Then suppose gas left 1 mole, initial left, remaining 1 mole, initial 1 mole. Then how many moles of gas escaped? Now you tell me.
0.
No.
Zero.
Initially
Sir, what?
1 mole. 1/4 mole gas remain in the container.
3/4.
3/4 gas.
That is why the number of moles of gas escaped is equal to N2 minus N1. N2 minus N1. Okay.
2 minus.
Today you try and tomorrow I take R values again and 2-3 graphs also there. 3 graphs also I left actually. Actually, at least for practice problems, I told these formulas. Okay, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you,
Right,
sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Bye, bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.